stone-faced reactions watching summertime render, or whatever. And
This one's been pretty consistent about saying summertime rendering on the website, so let's just...
yeah, but I mean on like AniChart and Anime Review and everything, it's summertime render.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, we got this one in front of us. Let's just, like, decide to stick to this one now that we're almost done with it.
I mean, I've been calling it summertime render as the default,
Yeah.
even on the YouTube videos. So, I mean,
Okay, so we'll go with that one then. Okay. I just know we've been, like, back and forth on it,
I only
like, every
dropped
time we'll go
rendering as
through
a
each one.
callback to the jokes that I used to make.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'll go through, like, the list and...
Alright, well, I mean, I think we already called out last time that we don't really have much theory crafting left other than, I
No.
guess, goals and motivations.
It's more about the how at this point than the what.
No, obviously, well, okay, so your questions fall into the how realm, and my questions fall into the why realm.
What kind of why questions are you looking at?
Like I said, well, motivations, what are they after, that sort of thing, because we know that they have a matriarchal type leader, that
Yeah.
they're after some sort of shared consciousness
Mm-hmm.
across all the people that they've stolen. You know, the whys. Why are they killing people? Why are they usurping authority of the people that are here? Why are they coming after us?
Honestly, I'm calling it at this point. It's just a we want to be human story. I can feel it.
Right, but we had that before last time that they're like weird human plus, like it.
Yeah. I think that might honestly just be it.
Not it. The thing, like the thing.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't mean that they want to be clowns. I meant the weird space alien where you cut off the head and it turns into an alien head crab sort of thing. Weird human plus scenario.
Yeah.
I know that's
I don't
the what
know.
you're going with is the argument the little girl made last episode that we're you sort of thing.
Yeah, that's that I mean, and because you had mentioned the collective consciousness and all that, that's honestly, even if it's not the primary reason, at least we know for a fact, like, that's a motivator. Like, that's a motivator.
That's just a me assumption. I don't know that that's actually what's happening there. It just shares so much with the end of Evangelion that I assume that's what's happening.
Well, at the very least, we know that they can, like, can't they communicate with each other mentally? I'm pretty sure they
You
have a
know,
hive mind.
you said that
Like, they
last
have
time to
individuals.
explained certain events last time as what might have happened due to a psychic connection
Mm-hmm.
when the what's her name or him, I don't remember which one of the two, was attacking the family. And I don't remember it ever coming up, so I just took it at face value that what you said was true. But
Was that last episode?
yeah,
Maybe I'll go back just to, like, fact check it.
when he or she ran in with the sledgehammer to attack the family,
Yeah.
and you brought up that maybe the wife or the husband or whatever sent out like a psychic signal, and the rest of them, because things had changed during that day that shouldn't
Yeah.
have changed without for future information.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember anything about the psychic stuff.
I'll have to go back and rewatch that because I was definitely mad tired when we were watching that. So entirely possible information just got like swapped up in there with other stuff in
I
my
mean,
head.
you said it and I went with it because
Yeah.
I don't
Like
remember.
if you're having like no recollection, maybe it totally didn't happen. I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably gonna have to go back and review it.
Well, we had a couple of info dumps once we figured out not who the hunter guy is, we still don't know, but the brother sister
Yeah.
thing. That, yeah, so it might have been said that, and I missed it, and you picked it up, but I don't remember it. But it explained what was happening. Like, I don't know what you're looking at right now on the screen.
Food.
Yeah, on mine it's second 000, which is what's her name.
Oh, see what I do is I click the thumbnail so that the video starts playing and then I just set it to 0.
It's
So
what
that
I'm
way I don't
on.
have that second buffer.
That's what I'm on, 000.
I clicked this link. I see someone stirring up some food. It looks like they're sautéing onions or something.
No,
I
I
don't know.
see our blonde-haired girl leaning on dude's shoulder with the text. We're having curry for dinner tonight. Some Shimpei curry.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. You are like the next frame ahead.
Well, that's what Zero is for me. Like I don't,
Yeah. I went all the way
I
back
don't
and.
even play it. That's just the default where the scene starts. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, I guess I'm missing a single frame somehow. But yeah, no, I mean, she shouldn't be there. Nothing's changed to make her be there, and she's never been there before.
Yeah.
I've
Just so you see, like that's what I'm seeing right now.
hold on, wait. Yeah, no, I don't get that.
That's
I didn't
interesting.
see that. Again, I've never hit play. I didn't pause it and put it to
Yeah.
zero. This is where it loaded at zero for me.
Interesting. Well, I'm ready to jump into
Well, I
this.
mean,
I
I'm
think.
bringing her up because she was there at the end of
Yeah.
last episode, and he didn't seem very surprised by it, other than, well, he was surprised by it because he hung on his words, but he didn't seem shocked by it. And again, she's never
Yeah.
been there at the end of day one.
Right. It took until the just before the festival, I think, for him to see her. Right.
She appears at the beach, yeah.
Yeah.
Although there's again your theory that she gave him the eye, which means that she saw him on the boat, which means that she has the ability to
Yeah.
just project herself.
Did you ever go back and watch that clip?
I don't remember going back to watch it, but I've seen it
Okay.
because I remember that I was giving you the shit. What's the horror movie? The Godzilla Cloverfield. I
Mm-hmm.
was giving you the Cloverfield when we were originally watching it. That it was a video recording sort of thing
Yeah.
because there was the whole broken static image going on, and we didn't know at the time that that's just what shadows do.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that that was on the boat, though.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yeah.
So I
I
mean,
don't know.
I'm calling it still a theory because it's unconfirmed by the show, but it seems entirely plausible that that's what happened. Which
Oh, that video is taken down, so I can't even double check it.
which video?
The one we were just discussing on the opening, the Cloverfield scene.
Uh, but yeah, no, I mean, it does indicate that she has the ability to project herself because otherwise, well, I mean, it doesn't quite make sense because he's asleep in his chair.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Uh,
mean, I guess Ushio's the last remaining like what I.
unless the first time we saw him die wasn't the first time that he died.
That is very plausible.
Because maybe she puts the eye in his head, he dies, and that's when we see him wake up on the boat again, and he just doesn't remember or does that thing in horror movies where he thinks he
Oh
was dreaming.
man, that's so interesting though.
Well, because she's never shown to
Yeah,
project herself or anything before.
he just kind of pops up sometimes.
So yeah, I guess the only problem I have right now, projecting into this episode we're about to watch, is she's showing up here now out of the blue, where she never has before. And I understand we're in a butterfly effect scenario here, where
Yeah,
they've spent their first day doing something that they've never done before.
and things change as a result, right?
Right, right. The shadows probably talk to one another, but she's a traitor, so who's talking to her to make her change whatever she's done on day one?
Entirely possible. Whatever she's doing, she's just like noticing his events. Like he's he's been finding himself in some interesting spots that day. I think.
It's fair.
I don't know. I have no idea though. Like now that she's like a subject, I think she is the last remaining like what question. Like what is your deal?
Yeah, well, I mean, we know she's a traitor because the other shadows call her a traitor. And the shadows
And at
don't
the
call
same
anybody
time,
else
like
traitor.
yeah, but like I can't remember exactly how that went. That was a very long time ago. But didn't she seem like confused by that? Like she didn't really get it.
No, she was confused before that.
Uh-huh.
But I think that was also when she was trying to pretend to be the real her. 'Cause remember they did the whole sitting in a warehouse for a while,
Yeah.
trying to talk it out, and then, it all just comes to fruition anyway, because that's when they kill everybody.
What a good scene. I can't believe we got like the genocide of an entire island on what was that, episode 4? Something like that? 5?
Somewhere around there. I mean, it
Wild.
was not even the island. Remember, it's all these tourists as well.
Well, yeah, I mean like on the island is what I meant. Like the island itself was
We
genocided.
had a
Like everyone
massive
on
pile of bodies.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even, dissolve them. They just threw them in a pile. Which seems excessive because they can literally dissolve them by touch. You had to touch them
I
and choose not to
I
dissolve them.
I believe, and this is just me assuming based on cult bullshit, they were an offering for the mother. Like it would probably give her form or give her sustenance upon rising.
Maybe, I guess the shadow starlight stuff does start from the same place too. Alright, well, I guess if you're ready to get into it, I am.
I'm quite ready.
Oh, I hit play, and that's when I saw the Sante band. In that face. Yeah, no, so the preview frame is one frame in from the one you were seeing.
That's fine.
See, I told you. Same thoughts.
信じられやんかもしれやんけど、24日に大変なことが起きんの。真っ黒い影みたいな化け物にみんな。
Oh, okay. I know what's going on. I've put it together. He's not usually here right now. That's the change of the day. He's not usually here making dinner. The dad is here making dinner.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You had mentioned that at the end yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite figure out what you were trying to say with that.
So that means that she always comes here to look for him. He's not here. She goes away. And isn't here when he comes later in the day, that face.
お姉ちゃんみたい。よかった。お腹すくんなら元気やね。まあな。
That squares away all the problems I was having.
かなりまずいぞ。この状況。南雲先生、異なる展開ってレベルじゃありません。
They're siblings, right?
He was adopted into their family.
Okay. I got very confused by seeing the #1 ship chart. It's like, wait, aren't they related? This has been real weird.
私は食べるん専門です。
匂いや。牛尾の大好物やな。
あと5分ほどでアランは洗面所へ。ミオはトイレに行く。その隙に俺の部屋へ行け。
You don't call him dad?
ほんま状況分かってんのかこいつ。よし、完成。
あれ、どこ行くん？
自分の部屋で食うわ。
2皿も？
いや、めっちゃ腹減ってんねん。
Really leading into the comedy this time.
It's been a lot of really heavy episodes. I think they could use a little bit of humor to break the tension a tiny bit before they jump back in.
Yeah, but I don't know that they've gone this heavy into the humor at all.
No,
in fact,
definitely not.
I can't recall
Like the
any
closest,
time.
closest thing we get is usually just him falling into what's her face's chest.
I was literally just remembering that. Well, what's their face's chest?
True, correct. Not because they are non-binary, but because they are literally two people.
Well, it's, what do you call it? Starts with a P.
Psychosomatic?
No.
No, that's not the right word. I don't know. All I know, I thought it was DID.
Not psychedelic. Shit. No, I was just watching a breakdown about Babylon 5, and the guy who plays the captain of the station in the first season left the show because he was dealing with a similar problem in real life.
You know his name?
No.
What's the name of the show?
Babylon 5. It's not Boxlighter. I don't think that's his real name. I don't think that's I think it's the second season guy.
It's a guy?
Yeah. I'll say Bruce
Jerry
Boxleiter.
Doyle?
Oh, Bruce Boxleiter.
Oh, it is him? Okay.
これはカレーのリズムくっそー、なんでこんなことに。
影の姿と言葉に心を動かすな。食べていい？
ああ、
やった！いただきます。
影牛を。なぜかこいつは俺と一緒にループしてきた。そう考えるのが自然だ。
Oh, he's ready to take her on.
どっからどうやってここまで来た？
そりゃあ歩いて。なんか目が覚めたら表浜におってさ。あ、大丈夫。誰にも見られてへんで。バケモンや。私バケモンみたいやからな。もう誰にも見つかれへんようにする。
バケモンって。
Right. That's what she was having to realize before too.
ない。
なに？今めっちゃ腰ばかったんやけど、なんかした？
いや、ごめん。
もうサブイボタと。
殺せる。こいつの影をつぶりとやれば。
You're not gonna do it.
見てみろよ、こいつ。好きだらけじゃないか。でもこいつはあなた
Well, no, all he has to do is stab his shadow.
助けてくれたんだよな。こいつは。
Oh, it was Michael Hare, not Bruce Boxleiter. Bruce Boxleiter was the second guy.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like scrolling through his Wikipedia page and I could not find anything on it.
私聞いてないんやけど。
別にお前に言う必要ないやろ。
Schizophrenia.
Oh, that starts with an S. That's why I was confused.
Well, the problem is, he had a list of things. It usually starts off with paranoid delusions. It's like, okay, I'm getting everything mixed up.
Honestly, I probably could have just said psychosis and that might have been enough.
Yeah. Well, schizophrenia was the word I was trying to think of, but I put it all in a different
Honestly,
word.
most of those like psych words start with the PS anyway. I don't blame you.
お前とはこんな形で家族になりたくないんだ。
なあ新平、今日で最後やからさ、晩ご飯は新平のカレーがええな。
これから荷造りとかあんねん。また今度な。
He looks weird with his hair short.
新平の
I'm just so used to it being long and messy.
今度なんてなかった。そう思ってた。なのに。
やっと作ってくれたな。よかった。また新平のカレー食べられて。生きててよかった。
Literally, could just reach over and touch her shadow
お父さんが作ってもなんかこの味とちゃうんよな。
instead of just poking her all the time, which has been weird.
一番やわ。
No, he poked her shadow.
こいつは牛尾だ。
No, I mean he's been reaching over and like touching her physical body.
Oh, yeah.
なあ新平。
I'd assume it's a comfort thing for him, and she did say, hey, don't do that, that tickles.
あ、俺はなんとか
Well, actually, she said it tickles. She didn't say don't stop.
私も手伝う。人ヶ島の夏祭りがあんなバケモンにめちゃくちゃにされんのは嫌。見ようやみんな
They've already killed people. It's already well past that.
俺らで止めよう。お前、人間をコピーできんの？できやんのやな。
He's such a dork.
So I think the checklists we were seeing were more than the cooking checklist because they had like lie to Mio on it and everything on there. So he's probably going down the list to keep elder people alive still. Like the cop, you know, call in the fake thing. Keep Mio away from a window, I assume.
了解です。
南雲先生からだ。こいつの存在を伝えるべきか、嘘を言うべきかだ。でも
新平？いや、っていうか、お前いつまでその格好な？家の中で水着はおかしいやろ。
ほんまやん。なんで私、あれ今まで変やと思ってなかった。
おい！
何すんじゃわれ
ー！俺じゃねえ！
水着が消えた。なんでよ、なんで
コピーした水着やったから。
なんで
I
も
wonder if it's a memory thing. You know, they can only steal the memories from the person that they are by killing them or touching them.
戸締まりは？
大丈夫や。
So maybe she only has the memories of self up until the point where she died.
戸締まりはあんまり意味ないと思う。
I thought they established that.
Yeah, you know, I'm just like trying to use that as an explanation about like why her clothes vanished, things like that.
Oh yeah, I just assumed the clothes were part of the copy because they always like came up with them.
今まで一回もな。
しんちゃん？
ミオや隠れろ。
もう食べ終わった？
ん？
お皿洗ってしまいたんやけど。
皿ね。
うん、もうええ？あれ、スプーン2つ使ったん？コップも2つ。
それってそんなに変かな？いや、全く変じゃなくない？
なんで急に標準語？まさかお姉ちゃんおる？だって、しんちゃんこれお姉ちゃんの分も作ったんやろ？きっといてるよ、お姉ちゃん。
He totally means as a spirit.
Yeah. So my head went to this is the comedy episode, I feel like.
Honestly, I could use it. It's been really intense for 7 straight episodes. I could use a tension breaker before they get shit going.
Well, I mean, we already know there's a shadow in the hallway with a knife.
Yeah.
ミオ、勘鋭いとこあるからな。
ちょいやー！なんや？まだ何かあるの？
Different clothes, dude.
違う。
You know, I didn't even notice the different clothes. I was just immediately thinking, this is the other one.
Yo, what's this song?
90s video game trailer.
Yo, Shadow Fight!
You're about to be Shadow King.
Cool backpack, bro.
At this point, might as well just get stabbed, I feel like. So let him stab
Take
you.
the L, bro.
Come back, try it again.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what's the point in winning it, right?
なんでしんちゃんの味方をするん？
Oh, I thought she was down for the count. That seems like a much worse wound than she now has.
私は新平が好き。好きな人の味方でなんか文句あんのか？死んだくせに。お姉ちゃんは死んだくせに。死んだくせによー！
Ooh. Oh, oh, oh! Yo!
Yeah,
Dude,
but
her head just...
yeah, but
Oh, shit.
the wall behind or the door or anything, the bullet didn't travel through any of that.
なんでしんちゃんのこと。
So it's not a very powerful gun.
ちゃんのこと。
I just liked watching her head explode.
I got problems now. Cause her,
Why is she bleeding on her body like that? Did the main shadows do that?
yeah.
Okay.
Remember when fighting with the mother when they stabbed the ground and did all that shit. It's just that the
Yes.
blood goes away.
They don't bleed if you stab the physical body. I think you have to stab the shadow, right?
Yeah, that's why I thought
Okay,
it was a
got it.
worse wound because she stabbed the ground and dragged it across the shadow, and it looked like her arm had been ripped in half. That's why I said, yo, you might as well just die now anyway. No, the implication I hate here that they've put forward is she's a traitor, Shadow, because she loved Shinpei enough to go against everyone. Which is to say that no one else possesses the emotion of love.
Correct.
Right. Which...
Oh, actually, if you stab her body, like, the main body does still bleed. It just closes. You're right. Like, we literally just saw that happen to her.
I don't like that, the idea, though, because last episode we saw the little girl. We're just like you.
I don't know. It's really weird.
ミオ、本物のミオは無事。
それは
本物はフロだ。さっき確認した。
本当ですか？
I want her or him. Her, I think, is long hair. Him is up. I want
I
her.
think so, yeah.
I want her to be the super on board one, who is like, all right, this is a point of no return. Kills him right now. We need you to start over, and we need this to be a perfect run.
I see how she would do that, though. That seems in character.
Oh, this is the first time I've seen the symbol with English text above it.
痛くない。
その傷は影本体が負ったダメージの投影だろう。通常の手当てで治るとは思えない。油断は禁物。
ああ、ええか。痛ないんやったら。
切り替え早すぎやろ。
しかし大きく
I see why people like her.
私は南方ひずる。君は覚えていないだろうがね。昔よく小舟に食べに来ていた。
え、ほんま？ごめん、覚えてへんわ。
これを聞いてくれ。
Did she send her a message?
何これ？私の声やんな。
私がこの島にやってきた。これが理由だよ。
So send the message before everything.
そうか。
Maybe.
Which might play into my previous suspicion that the first time we saw him die wasn't the first time that he died.
Well, think of how staticky that message was, too. It could have been after her death, because it's clear she's been acting since, too. It could go either way, I think.
Right, but she said that she got it before she... It's the reason
Came
why
to
she
the
came
island.
to the island, yeah. Which
Right,
means that it had
but
to
there
have
was
happened.
still a day or so when Ushio was dead that she could have gotten it. Like, it still took our boy a day or two to get there, I think.
We have no idea.
あの場にいた影はみんな倒したはずですよね。
いずれにせよこれ以上君と行動を共にできない。君が牛尾の影と動くつもりならばな。牛尾は確かに君を助けたのだろうし、我々への敵意もないように見える。が、牛尾が故障しているのだとしてもだ。それがいつ治るとも限らない。
それがわしらにできる最大の情報へ。
It's an ultimatum.
Today is the night of the 22nd, isn't it?
神樹の森でミオの影に殺されました。
Yes.
Yeah, I asked a little bit too early, I guess.
絶対に死なないでください。
運命は変えられる。それを証明する。またとないチャンスだな。
Well, that's a satellite that falls to makes all the people into zombies. George Romero.
Shinpei. おはよう。
起きてたんかよ。
お腹すいた。喉も渇い
Doesn't get the arm back,
下
though.
からなんか持ってくる。
はーい。
お、そうよ。
りがとうときこ。ちょっと元気出た。ごめんよ朝まで。それじゃあ。おはよう、しんちゃん。
もう俺起きてるからよ。起こしに込んでもええからな。それだけや。起きてるやつを起こしには来ないからな。
待ってしんちゃん。ミオがこれを？
こっちがオリジナルやな。
オリジナル？
それ見てなんか思い出したりせえへんか。その死ぬ前のこととかさ。しばらく考えて
I
み
mean,
て
why would it?
Too bad she's a space
今
case.
日からもう店開けんねんて。
I mean, why would it jog her memory? She's wearing the same one.
そう。レストランはいつも変わらずそこになくてはならない。アランの口癖だ。守らなければこの当たり前な日常を。おお、新平。すまん。
Oh man, I forgot about this guy.
早かったか。
Well, she was just on the phone with him all night, apparently, which is a new
お待たせ。
factor.
お、はい、これ。
That is.
めっちゃ晴れや。
I mean, we know he loves her. He confesses it the moment he dies.
いやね。
Yeah.
おかしなやっちゃな。
Or I should say, it's a lead up to the moment of his death.
他でもない。牛尾の死についてお前に言うとかなあかんことがある。
吉川線やろ？私が殺されたかもしれやんっていう。
そうや。実はな。誰やお前。牛尾、もう変装解いてええぞ。牛尾って。
I guess they needed a comedy episode because they can't have a beach episode.
今回もそうは。
Every episode's the beach episode.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my god.
ごめん。あの時俺がもっとうまく蘇生措置できてたら、あの時もっと謝っても取り返しつかんことくらい分かってる。せやけどせめて俺を殴ってくれ。せやないと俺は。蹴った。
立てそう。これで気済んだか？私らはあんたを頼りにしてんねんで。いつまでもぐじぐじすな。小学校裏のプライベートビーチ。
Yeah, I admit, these people are
ここで
real in on the buy-in of the shadows thing, real quick.
記憶ないんやな。
The first time he tries to explain it to them, and they're all like, okay, we need code words.
あれ？パスワードが変わってる。あ、開いた。指紋認証で。
メールとかメモ、写真、何でもいいから見てみてくれ。
金曜って20日よな。私が死ぬ前の日に。
That'd be hell if this guy brings up Mesopotamia again.
それや。
Yeah, so both Boy
再生するで。
and Dual Personality had 2 days to get the news and get to the island. Because they got there on the 22nd. She died the morning of the 20th. I liked the tension breaking in this episode. I feel like it was kind of... I don't even know if it was needed, actually, but I feel like it wasn't, like, in bad taste.
I mean, it's not in bad taste, it's just odd. It's been so serious.
A little bit. It's a little bit odd. Like, the show's had a couple moments where it's like, hey, maybe I'll get a giggle out of it. But, like, I don't think there's been an episode where it's like, here's some laughs.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you were in the middle of the Baskerville case, and then Sherlock Holmes starts messing with whoopee cushions. It's just like, what's happening?
Yeah. I guess I could see that.
I mean, it's not as jarring as that, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're in the middle of a mystery. People have died. It's very important that we keep all the facts in our head. And why is the art style changing?
I honestly, though, I don't know if I really have too much to, like, comment on about this episode. I like the ultimatum we have with our guy here, and it definitely seems like he's choosing Ushio over the hunters. Which, Interesting move.
Next episode is... Okay, not a weird thing that gives us an illusion to the...
Well,
I
at least we
mean,
know it's not going to be as happy an episode.
they've been like weird Latin phrases that gives us like a clue. I do appreciate you were talking about, oh, he's choosing Ushio this time, and then flow my tears. It's like, oh, okay, well, guess Ushio's dead again.
Yeah, jeez. I kind of hope this is the last run. That or he like, I don't know, he finds a way to speedrun it after one more death. I don't know. I feel like this might just be the run.
This is only episode 8. I have 4 more episodes, and
Yeah.
at the speed at which we go through days, I think if he was going to do this, we did have a lot of long setup episodes, which I don't think the show is going to do much of. I predict at least another death. If not accidental, then on purpose.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like he's going to almost have the fix for whatever's going on with this at the very end and just barely not have enough time and just be like, I know what to do. Lates. I'll see you next run.
Yeah, I would say he doesn't seem like the kind of guy. He's not the main character of ReZero who's going to throw himself from a cliff to get a second chance.
He hasn't actually done that yet, I think. He hasn't sacrificed himself. He's just ended up dead.
Right, which is why I'm predicting...
Which is why this moment would be, like, critical and pivotal and meaningful. Like, that would be a really good prediction.
I don't predict that he's going to do it. I'm going to predict that our schizophrenic friend is going to be of the mindset of...
Oh, shit's fucked. Kill the kid.
Yeah, well... This could be done better, or... We can't live without, or, I'm not going to live in a world where I've lost another person I care about. So, I don't care that we're winning. We can win better. It's going to be
perfect, a reboot.
Yeah. We're going to do the perfect run. We're going to get the best ending. Or we're not going to get an ending at all.
I would like that. That would feel like a really great way to end this series. An all or nothing gambit like that.
Well, the way I want to end the series is that we get to whatever happens at the end of the last episode, and he wakes back up on the boat again.
The ultimate Groundhog Day.
Yeah, like, okay, I've solved it.
Or what?
Or was it all a dream? Or I don't really care about it was all a dream endings.
I hate that.
The show was good. I don't care if it was... You can't ruin the end of the show by having the end be a dream. Because it literally doesn't matter. The show was still good.
I don't know. The last couple minutes of a show have absolutely killed the entire thing for me, though. Like, the endings were just so, like, fucking bad. Like, the show was, like, perfect up to that point. I don't know if you'll have seen it. There was this anime on Toonami a few years ago called Hachi no Michiko.
Doesn't ring a bell, and I haven't watched Toonami since God, was it Black something was on there? Black Lagoon.
Black Lagoon. Oh, okay, long time ago.
I would say, were you about to guess Black Butler?
No.
Yeah.
Black Bullet? Is that the one with Train? The kid named Train? I don't know. Whatever.
When Toonami relaunched near the beginning, Black Lagoon came on, and I thought, that looks good. I'm going to watch that.
Basically, like, this show, Hachi no Michiko, I felt was, like, a really well-executed, interesting, and, like, immersive series. And then just the last 5 minutes made everything moot and pointless. Like, they went on this journey to find this guy so they could be a family again. And the whole thing was, mom goes to jail, dad doesn't actually have any interest in you, you're a dumb fucking idiot, go back to having a horrible life. And that was the show. That was how it ended. It felt so pointless. I felt like I wasted 12 episodes of my time. You know?
In my defense to it was all a dream ending, the one that I pitched doesn't have to say that it's a dream. You don't have to... What you were saying with that other show was a very much grounded reality. Right?
Yeah.
Whereas waking back up on the boat could mean anything.
Oh, totally.
Being a dream is just one of those things like, clear and present, not clear and present danger.
Oh shit! And before our boy's the schizophrenic one, and this is just how he's dealing with Ushio's
Sum
death.
of All Fears, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. No,
Subliminal fear.
Hunt for Black October. It's all the same.
I know the title at least this time.
It's all the same series. The same writer writes all of the movies I just said, but where no one's ever read this into the movie, but I did like the first time I watched it, where the movie starts with him asleep on the plane, and it ends with him asleep on a plane. So he's bringing like a stuffed animal home to his little girl or something like that, and he wakes up and there's a stuffed animal. Blah, 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 all this shit happens. Then the movie ends, and he's asleep on the plane, assumedly going back home to the girl. He got interrupted going to, and he's finally bringing the stuffed animal. But another reading is because he wakes up, looks at the stuffed animal, is the events of the movie were all a dream. I mean, no one's ever had that reading except for me, I believe. But that's just a way you can read into it because it starts the same way it ends.
I guess I would like to see the execution on it if Summertime Rendering did that. I guess if it was done well, I wouldn't be mad, because I feel like those type of endings more often than not, it was a dream. I feel like they tend to be a cop out, right? So if it doesn't feel like a cop out, I'll be happy. That'll be fine.
I mean, we don't have a world built that I'm super invested in seeing past day one. Like, Tokiko is going to pronounce his love to Mio on the night of the festival. What's her name is dead, but maybe Shadow Her can live on and they can have fun or whatever. I don't know what Hunter guys can do, hunt the stuff, I guess. The other one's gonna write more books. I'm just saying that I don't. At the end of a good season, a good character-driven season of a show, I will think to myself, I really want to know what happens next. Especially good ones. Especially good ones can have supernatural themes, and the supernatural themes will be concluded, and I'll be like, fuck, I didn't care about the supernatural themes. I want to know what these two people's lives are like after all of that. This is not one of those shows. He is experiencing a supernatural event. I don't really give a shit what happens to Tokiko and Mio's relationship after the festival.
Well, I mean, like remember when he showed back up on the screen and I'm like, oh, I forgot he was a character.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten Mesopotamia. So.
No, you brought that up frame one.
Well, he's the one who came up with the code word Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
I mean, originally I thought he was the cop because they look the same.
Yeah,
except
I think
apparently,
that was his dad.
Yeah, the cop is an older version of him. Yeah, no, I'm not. Or who our Jin substitute, that girl that looks like Jin from One Piece. Not One Piece, Jin from Bleach.
You mean Gin?
Well, here's the problem, is that I've read the name more than I've seen the
Gin?
Yeah. Jin.
Or Gin Ichimaru.
Yeah. Again, seen it.
Wait, who looks like him?
The girl from the festival. You specifically made the comment, oh, she does open her eyes.
Which girl? Oh, yes, that girl. Yes.
We
yes.
we had a whole conversation about people like this.
I just needed an identifying trait.
Well, again, that's why I brought up.
Yeah.
Gin
The closed eyes
or
people.
Jin. Well, I think we also pointed out that he's also a good guy, as it turns out.
Gin is actually a secret good guy the whole time.
Well, it doesn't help that his
He's a triple
Bankai,
agent.
Shinkai, or whatever. Not Bankai and. Can't remember the other ones. Was that?
Shikai.
Shikai. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was confused. I know I was getting it wrong because, you have your Bankai, and I couldn't remember the unreleased form of your blade. Either way, it doesn't help that both are pretty evil.
He is
Well, his is
He is modeled after a snake, but his behavior is more that of a fox, if we're talking stereotypical traits, you know what I mean?
right. No, I
But
mean
either
that.
way, he's a shifty, untrustworthy guy. It's just he was leaning more morally correct this time.
Yeah. I mean that. Like his blade power is like I can stab you from a long ways away, or
Yeah.
also my blade will poison you fairly badly.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. He was intentionally a character who was there to mislead you.
yeah.
Like, even his abilities were stereotypically considered evil.
Well, I mean, literally, you don't find out that he was a good guy up until he
Until, like,
springs
he
his
reveals
trap.
it.
Yeah, and he's not alive long after that, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, do we have any more thoughts on summertime rendering here this episode?
But to be fair,
Render.
we did bring Jean
Yeah.
to reference a girl we've only seen once.
That's,
So
yeah.
but yeah, no, I think the point I was making is I don't care about the characters after the show. Even our main character here, I'm in it on the
You know what?
mystery.
It's interesting. Now that you're saying this out loud, I think I actually feel the same. Like, I like the characters, but I don't know if I'm like invested in them beyond what happens with the story. I think I do care more about the events than the people involved.
They're plot movers.
Yes,
Who
they are instruments for the story rather than the object of the story.
Yeah, they're plot movers who have characteristics that help us define them. Like, we know what he's going to do because he's I don't say well-defined character. He's a defined character. He just doesn't have characteristics of a character we care about.
Yeah, like I think I care about him, but I don't think I care about him beyond the events of what happens here. Once he resolves that, he's just Shinpei.
Well, I mean, like if next episode was an entire revelation about the romance between him and his stepsister, who I pray to God never gets stuck anywhere because I will not stop laughing. Help me, step bro.
I can't.
But yeah, no, I will. That will be the worst episode because I don't care. I don't care about the romance thing that they have going on. Like her jumping in front of the blade was cute and all, but we have no actual threat to him being stabbed because we've seen him be stabbed 3 times now. Worst case scenario, he goes back with new information. And again, the romance subplot isn't. We'd be on what, 9th episode, 8th episode?
Going on to 9, yeah.
You know, not the time for it. We don't need new character subplots.
No, we don't.
I don't need to find out that the cop is coming from a bad home, right?
I think the romance subplot mostly exists for Ushio's motivation. I don't know if they're gonna go really into it. There might be a little thing at the end.
Well, they keep trying to bring up why she's come back, and like I said, that's the very thing I didn't like in this episode. Was I'm a shadow with free will because I love Shinpei. And it's like, yeah, the little girl loved her parents.
At least felt like she did.
I mean, she said we're just like you, right? And like, it just says that all of the other shadows, like, I was going to say call her psychedelic girl. I can't remember the S
Oh,
word.
schizophrenic.
The schizophrenic person.
I really do want to emphasize, I don't think it's schizophrenia. I'm pretty sure it's dissociative identity disorder. Schizophrenia is more so you're having psychosis. You're hallucinating, seeing things. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said,
I was in a long-term relationship with someone who has schizophrenia, and like, I mean, there were aspects of other like personalities, but I'm pretty sure they also had a DID diagnosis.
Well, I think that's just me projecting them because I know when Michael O'Hare again on 5 describing it was not describing multiple personality disorder either. He was more paranoia, you know, hallucinations, problems of other natures. I think I just threw it in there for some reason. But yeah, okay.
I mean, it's the most extreme mental disorder that people know of, so it makes sense to throw it at someone who's clearly batshit. Like,
well, it's the reason
like,
he stopped acting, is that he could no longer get through. But
Yeah.
but yeah, no. Our DID person is yeah. Now I can't remember what I started the sentence.
I'm sorry, I kind of interrupted you before you could.
No.
Get
It was an important thing. I don't want somebody. The rare instance that somebody watches this show, gets to this part of our conversation, and gets upset at us for keep repeating a thing that they're suffering from and are misinterpreting.
Yeah,
So I'd rather not piss off.
like I'm not licensed to diagnose anyone, right? I'm just saying based on my understanding and my experience, that's what I would guess.
Yeah. No, it's completely left me. I can't remember where I was going or what I was even talking about.
I don't either.
So yeah, if you don't have any final thoughts, I guess that's where we're gonna end Summertime Render for today.
I think we're good.
Alright. Well, this has been Stoneface Reactions. I am a person, and this is Shy.
I might be a person.
Yeah. Well, I go by a lot of different names, so I'm not going to go down a list.
You have many titles.
Yeah, otherwise, this has been us. And we'll catch you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?